Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1 minute time check, stations.
On the Huskies Sports Network from Learfield. Welcome to the Brett Larson Show. Brought to you by St. Cloud Subaru, your 2025-2026 official hockey season sponsor. Also brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, seeking justice for the injured. CentraCare M Physicians and Orthopedics, the exclusive medical partner of St. Cloud State Athletics. And by Shields for every pursuit. Here's your host, Jim Erickson.
And everybody, welcome back out to the Green Mill. It is the Brett Larson Show. I think both Coach and I are getting distracted by this burger that came out.
I know, that food looks good.
It's got a whole slab of bacon on it. That's a lot of bacon. Bringing home the bacon here at the Green Mill. Yeah, that's always good out here at the Green Mill. Thanks a lot to everybody for coming out. Another good crowd here tonight.
Great crowd. Good to see everybody.
We've got a couple of games to talk about. And
Jim, I got to tell you, I just figured out a mystery in the Larson household.
There's a mystery.
There is. And it's been me coming home with these black pieces of something on my head. So I walk in the house, and this is a few weeks ago now. And
like after games?
My wife is like, what is that black thing on your head? And I'm like, I don't know. And then we started figuring out it's Monday nights. And now I just figured out this thing right here is coming apart.
Right.
And there's black pieces of felt stuck to my head when I come home every Monday night. So I just figured out the mystery of these black things on my head.
You'd have to peel them off, I suppose.
I did. Where I come in from the garage.
It's not happening on mine.
I come into the garage, and then our kitchen is upstairs. So my wife looks down the stairs, and she's like, what are those black things on your head? So, we figured it out.
I think you can – I don't know. I was going to say maybe you can buy a replacement one of those. These are 10 years old. These are original.
That's what it is,
these are the original to the Monday.
Ken's telling you need to turn up the sound a little bit.
Okay, Ken. Quiet. Okay, all right, Ken. How about now? Is that better?
You guys got it?
You guys need let me push the speaker over this way.
Maybe that's it.
There you go.
Better?
There you go.
Okay,
very good.
Yeah.
Well, the food's so good, when people are chewing, it actually drowns us out because the food is just so good. That crispy bacon drowns us out. So this past weekend against Colorado College, exciting overtime win, and then the loss on Saturday. Just kind of recap it here for us.
Yeah, it was, I thought Friday we played really good. One of the best games I've seen us play all year. Had a couple rough bounces. Obviously, Patty probably didn't have his best night. And we addressed it as a team after. And as a goaltender, sometimes that's tough. You really feel the pressure of that, where the team is playing so well, you're not having your best night. So we addressed it as a group. We talked about, hey, the weekend before, without Patty, we don't win 2 games in Arizona. Right. Part of being a team is when somebody's down, you pick them up. And I thought it was a good lesson for us that, he really helped us win those 2 games out there. The guys played great on Friday night, and thankfully we still got the win. Saturday night was really frustrating from a standpoint of 1-1 game midway through the second period. I just did the chances for and against last night. We were out chancing them 6-0 at that point in the period. Their only 2 chances were their 2 goals. Mm-hmm. And we had really had opportunity. We had a Bernovic breakaway, a tip by Gross in front, all alone in the slot. We had opportunities to go up 2-1, 3-1. and really get the momentum and get the building going and all those things, and we just couldn't bury a goal. We hit him in the chest too many times. He made 4 or 5 big saves, but that was a winnable game. And I think as a coach, sometimes the games that are hardest to lose are the ones that you feel you played well enough to win.
Yes, the final score that night was 4-1. That was with the empty netter, 6-5 on Friday. So I came up with a term, when you win 4 out of 6, but it looks like a split, a win and a loss, I called it a split plus.
Yeah.
So I suppose if you only take 2 out of 6, we got to call it a split minus to be fair, sadly.
It's funny.
But
I can say that.
when you look at the schedule and everything, and the objective is to get home ice advantage,
yes.
right?
Yep.
Tied with Duluth, going to have to do really well at North Dakota and then get some help.
It's still
right?
on the board for sure. It's funny because as a coach, you're always trying to spin things one way or the other. And number one, we want to get back and play in front of our fans. There's no doubt. But if you look at our record in the second half, we've been better on the road than we've been at home.
True.
For whatever reason, that is. We went out to Palm Springs and we won a tournament on the road. We went into Omaha, which is a tough place to play. Sellout. We won a big game on the road. We won at Denver on the road. We've went to Arizona State in a tough environment and won 2 on the road. So this team's not afraid to go on the road. No, we want to play at home. We want to go into North Dakota and do really well. The most important thing is we play our best hockey this weekend going into playoffs. We get a weird bye after that. But the biggest thing is we'd love to get home ice, but this team's not afraid to play on the road if we have to.
Let's talk more about the game on Friday. Again, it was a game you fell behind 2-0. You were chasing it all the way, and every time you tie it, they would find a way to get back ahead. But again, the crucial part of it, you got the last goal, and that was the way that one ended in exciting fashion.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think the hardest thing about the weekend, and I felt it in the third period on Saturday night, is it's emotionally draining to play from behind. You feel like if they get that next goal, this thing could be over. There's always a tenseness, a heaviness to the game. And as much as I loved our comebacks on Friday, not getting that lead on Saturday and playing from behind again, I just felt in the third period on Saturday we looked emotionally drained and we looked as fatigued as I've seen us. So we only got one chance, 5-on-5 in the third period Saturday night. The chances were 3-1 for them. Now we got a bunch in our power play. We had 3 great chances in the power play, and we had a couple chances 6-on-5, but 5-on-5 that we just didn't generate enough there. And I think that was because we played from behind all weekend.
The Friday game, a lot of times you see teams and you get in that situation where you're behind, you're chasing, you're 2 behind, and you're chasing and you tie it a few times. It's hard to get over that hump and get the win. A lot of times you use all that energy to take away the deficit to tie it, but then you don't have enough to get over. So I think the fact that you went out and got that extra point was outstanding.
Friday was different, though, because and it's funny, just from talking to our staff up top watching the game, there was no doubt we were coming back in that game ever because of how we were playing. Right. It felt totally different than Saturday. If you look at the analytics on that on Instat, it should have been a 5-1 game, and that's how we played. We played well enough to win that game 5-1. That's how the standard of play was that night for us. So to get that one in overtime was huge. 6
different goal scorers, and it's fun to see other guys get on the scoreboard. Nolan Road, who've been part of that, the Ernest and Thorson line, and he was able to score, and that had to feel good for him.
He's been playing great, especially the second half. He stepped up and arguably one of our top forwards night in and night out. He's been so good, but he just hasn't been getting rewarded on the score sheet. So when he finally scored that big goal for us, we were pretty fired up for him. So was the team.
And then the line that is listed 4th on your line chart, the R line, Acoin, Ryman, and Rosborough, they combine for a goal.
You make that an R line no matter what. Whether it's Rogers, Ryman, or Rosborough. Because now it's an R with an A at the beginning of it.
Yeah. We had it can be R, or we had you put Ernest on there one time, so it's
Yeah.
Or if it's all R's, it could be Rogers, Rosborough, Ryman, then it's you got to make it sure where it's not a U or an A. So, have a little fun with it. And they had some fun, and it's good to see them get rewarded.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, huge goal for us. They played well. They do what they normally do. They create ozone time, set the next line up for success. Those guys all play extremely hard, and for them, it's fun to see that. They created a breakaway early in the game. Check play. Ryman made a play to Roseboro, got him in alone. So it was nice to see him get one and pay off.
Yes. In fact, Ryman and Aucoin assisted on that, so it was a line goal. And to see Thor Bufflin get his first ever multi-point game, too, and he was paired with Tanner Hendricks. That was a pretty good pairing.
And what did Thorson have that night? I think he had 3 points.
Yeah, he was 1, 2, 3. I mean?
Yes. Right up there. So huge for us to get that balance scoring all over the place. Built off the weekend in Arizona State. You could tell that the guys were confident. Like I said, I loved how we played Friday night. I thought it was fun for the fans, a little nerve-wracking for the coaches, but you knew we were going to get that done just by the way we were playing.
And then Cooper Wiley gets the game winner, the defenseman that you put out in the 3-on-3. And, it's so critical to win that draw. You win a draw, you win a game, right?
I'm glad you said that because we were going back and forth whether Miettinen would be better to take that face-off or Gross. We decided to go with Gross, got the win. And that's huge because in 3-on-3 overtime, if you don't win that face-off, you might never touch the puck again. And for us to get that draw was critical.
They should almost change that to the point like it is in NFL overtime. If you get the puck, if you win the draw, and the other team doesn't possess it, and you score, the other team should get a chance.
Nope.
You don't say no.
You don't like it.
So.
No,
Okay,
you and Ken can talk about overtimes over there. He thinks it should be a full win anyway.
That too. Yeah, exactly. So because in the NPI, that is what, a 60% of a win.
Yeah, 60% of a win.
Yeah. But there must be some other parameters in there because you were at home and based on the other team's
They've gotten away.
Schedule.
That's the change in the NPI
that
a little bit.
Okay.
Strength of schedule still is in there.
Okay.
But home and away weighting.
The home and away
less.
balancing and weighting is not. Okay. All right. So 6-5 overtime. We'll come back. We'll talk about Saturday's game and look ahead to North Dakota. Believe it or not, folks, this is the second to last of the Brett Larson show. Seems like we just had the season debut.
You can tell it's getting close to playoff hockey when it's light walking in here now.
Exactly. I kind of like it. It's nice when it's light. We have to put the shades down a little bit as well. Our player guests tonight making their debuts, a couple of freshmen will be with us, Tanner Hendricks and Jan Shostak.
There they are right now.
They're ordering their food right now. So Tanner's going to be with us, Jan. They were 2-year teammates there at Lincoln, so they know each other that way. We'll chat with them a little bit and give Jan an opportunity to be on the show here today. So we'll do that.
I'm sure he's really excited about that.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. Well, that's why I brought Tanner, his old buddy from the juniors. Will settle down his nerves because there's a lot of pressure here.
For sure.
His
Larson English should be perfect.
The big lights and everything. Exactly. We'll work on it with him here. We'll have a class. We'll have a tutorial here for the Brett Larson show. We'll come back. We're at the Green Mill, of course. We are on Facebook Live and the Varsity Network app. This is Huskies hockey from Learfield.
When you need someone to listen.
It's fall, and that means teenagers are on the road commuting to and from school. Sure, fiddling around with your radio or phone picking the next song is distracting and dangerous, but the number one cause of teenage accidents in the United States is texting and driving. In fact, recent studies found that 1 out of every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving, and cell phone use is highest among young drivers aged 16 to 24, putting them at an all-time risk. 3,500 teens die each year from texting and driving. That's 11 teens each day. Parents, talk to your children and most of all, lead by example. They're listening and watching you. It's simple, really. Don't drive intoxicated. Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw & Bryant. I hope you're never injured in an accident, but if you are, don't sign anything until you've talked to us.
Find Bradshaw & Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw & Bryant.
Fuel your day with quality taste. Stop at Quick Trip. Bring home the flavor of the Quickery Bacon. Now just $2.99 for a 12-ounce pack. Enjoy crispy applewood smoked goodness with your breakfast favorites. Or sizzling on top of a juicy burger, packed with flavor. Make your taste buds and your wallet happy today. The Quickery Bacon. Now just $2.99 for a 12-ounce pack. Fuel up at your one-stop shop for snacks and meals that hit the spot. Only at Quick Trip.
Looking for a college that feels like home and opens doors? Welcome to St. Cloud State, where Huskies come from all walks of life to chase big dreams. From small-town Minnesota to across the globe, SCSU is a place where everyone belongs. Whether you're into esports, student orgs, or cheering at D1 hockey games, there's always something happening on campus. And the best part? It's affordable, so you can focus on your future, not your finances. Come see it for yourself. Schedule your campus tour at St. Cloud State University, the home of the Huskies. Let's go Huskies!
Great apps and 27 taps. That's what you'll find at the Green Mill St. Cloud. Come on down to the mill and enjoy happy hour Sunday through Thursday from 3 to 6 with $1 off all taps and specials on rail drinks and wine. Plus, save $2 on select appetizers, Millhouse Nacho, Ellsworth Cheese Curd, and $8.99 personal 2-topping pizza. Always a great place to watch the game. Pizza, pasta, beer, and wings. Great apps and 27 taps. Come on down to the mill.
So good, so many ways, Green Mill.
Roto-Rooter is the original sewer and drain cleaning company. Our founder invented the first electric drain cleaning machine in 1935. Not all rooter companies are the same. Roto-Rooter is the best choice for plumbing, drain cleaning, and pipe repairs. When water isn't going down the drain like it's supposed to, call the experts at Roto-Rooter at 1-800-GET-ROTO.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Tyson Gross will retreat back to his zone. Up ahead onto the stick of Brnovic. Puts on the brakes to Wiley. Shot scores! Cooper Wiley, 16 seconds in. It's an overtime winner at the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center, 6-5. That was the game winner on Friday. Head coach Brett Larson back with us here on the Brett Larson Show from the fabulous Green Mill. Nice crowd again today. Good to see you. How are the people out there?
They're liking their food, and it looks good. It's making me hungry. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of looking forward to actually my nephew, who is the assistant equipment manager for the women's team. It's his birthday yesterday. So my wife and son, and we're going to treat him to a birthday dinner here after the show.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's you couldn't pick a better place to do that. And then Saturday, we talked a little bit about Saturday, and you guys got off to a really good start. I mean, you came out pushing again. First several shifts were really, really good, but again, they were the ones that got on the board first.
Yeah, that was it was tough because of kind of a mental error on our part, to be honest. We had a line change that, boy, we haven't had one like that all year. We had players change when they shouldn't, and they know it, and really frustrating because we came out and had a great 10 minutes, and all of a sudden you're down again. And that was tough to take. Two of the goals against that night were unfortunately mental mistakes on our part that shouldn't happen this time of the year, and it cost us.
The fans, maybe you can educate them a little bit, some that might not know about changing lines is sometimes, yes.
Well, you don't change when the puck's in our end or are under pressure. I can tell you that. That's a number one rule, and we did. And that I could not figure out what happened on the ice. I'm looking around. They scored. I'm like, we only have 4 guys out there. And it wasn't until I could watch the video after to see what had happened that happened. So very, very unfortunate because, again, completely we were really playing well. And then the second period, the puck didn't leave their end for the first almost 8 or 9 minutes of the period. Grosser, Halsey's got a great A in the slot. Grosser has a nice play going to the net. Roeder and those guys got things going. The puck never left their end. They hadn't had a chance in our end yet, not even a shot. And then we're doing the right thing. So the first goal was on us. The second goal, the puck came up high and the D pinched. Grosser filled. He got it, and he was trying to do the right thing because he's under pressure. So he turned around, took a slap shot to get it deep. So as he shot the puck, the players were all moving and it hit one of their defensemen right in the chest. It was like the line drive in baseball that is going to be a great hit, but it ends up being right at somebody. It dropped down in front of him. He went down and probably had the shot of his life when he put it right under the bar on the far side for a D. So it was a play that 999 times out of 1,000 ends up in their end, and it ended up in our net. So not a mistake, but a really unlucky play, and all of a sudden we're down 2-1.
And even going back to Friday, there were some unlucky. One of their goals, two of their goals, one came off the stanchion,
crazy,
behind the net, and
crazy.
From my understanding, based on the new glass system that we're going to get. No more metal stanchions. It'll be that kind of those clear stanchions that are nice and thin and won't pose as much of an issue. The funny thing, it seems like other teams, it's our home rink, but it seems like other teams get more advantage out of those stanchions. I don't know if we just notice it more or what. You know what I mean? So I think it's just that it ended up in our net. You know, those things happen throughout the game. And you know me, I'm not a luck guy. You make your own luck, and it usually balances out through how the year goes and whatnot. But that Saturday night game, man, was I frustrated. Just from a standpoint of, you know, I thought our guys were playing well enough to win. I would have liked to see us be a little bit better, in all honesty. So, but it was a game that was right there for us. Right. And all in all, I mean, anybody in this conference, you can't look at their position, their place in the conference and go, oh, they're an 8th-place team. They're a 7th-place team. There really is, you know, there's your top few teams, and everybody else is like a 4th-place team, it seems like, in the league.
I would honestly say from 3 to 9, there's no difference.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 4 to 9. You know, right now probably Denver, North Dakota, and Western are playing at a little bit different level potentially. But that said, like 3 to 9, 4 to 9 is everyone's the same. Everyone's the same.
Right.
And you can win or lose based on, you know, you can go into a rink and play great hockey and lose 2 games. So that's just this league. It's what we signed up for. It wasn't going to be easy, and I think it's also what makes us better and makes the league so special is you play against such good teams all year that I think that's why our league has done so well in the NCAA tournament.
The lone goal that night on Saturday was Adam Ingram. It was so good to see him score.
Awesome.
He hadn't scored since January of last year. A guy who scored goals, known as a goal scorer coming in, and had, you know, what was his career total coming in for the he had 20 goals in his career, you know, coming into this season, but had just been snake bit and hadn't been able to get a goal. It was great to see him get it with a wrist shot like he did.
You know, I thought that was the moment that we needed. I thought from there the floodgates are going to open because the bench was so happy for him. Every guy was excited. It's hard for anybody, especially a skilled player and a goal scorer, to go through a major drought. It just is. And to struggle with the, you know, different things in his game, trying to get his game back going again, losing that confidence when he can't put the puck in the net. It hasn't been easy for him, but I give him a lot of credit because he's continued to work. He battles every week. He's doing everything he can to be in the lineup and fight for his spot. He's had a great attitude with it. He's done all the things you need to do. So to see that puck go in for him, I think everybody in our whole organization couldn't have been happier for him at the moment.
Third period, 18 shots on goal.
Yeah.
In the third period.
Well, you know what's funny about on Saturday?
Saturday because you thought that you didn't have the, you know, it was
most of them came on the power
fatigued.
Play at the end and the 6-on-5.
And the 6-on-5.
They were shots, but you know, we had a lot of shots from the perimeter. We didn't have shots that tested them.
Right.
If we did it, we put it in the gut. You know, there was 18 shots, but we didn't create enough. You know, how we usually score is those second and third efforts, second chances, rebounds, tips, guys getting around the net. So goalies in this league are so good, it's hard to beat them with direct shots. And I just didn't think we created enough. We looked a little fatigued, and we didn't create enough offense for me that period.
And Mberico's been around forever.
And he played great.
He
and to be honest, he had to make 4 or 5 big saves, and he made them. And that was the difference in the game.
Final in that one, 4-1 with the empty netter. And the Huskies go to North Dakota next week. We'll talk about that, some other things as well. One more timeout here, and then one more segment with Coach Brett Larson here from the Green Mill. And then we've got, again, Tanner Henricks and Jan Shostak. I don't usually put 2 freshmen on the same show, but it's the second to last show, so we're going to go with it. And
I like it, actually.
I think it'll be fun.
It's going to be a good pair.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's coming up here as well. Stay tuned from the Green Mill. This is Huskies Hockey from Learfield.
Centricare M Physicians Orthopedics has sports medicine experts to support you, whatever your game. Whether you're trying to push harder, run faster, or achieve that personal best, our sports medicine team has the expertise you need. Centricare M Physicians Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider for St. Cloud State Athletics.
Face-off to final buzzer. Show your die-hard passion for your St. Cloud State Huskies all season long with your favorite red and black gear from Shields. Bring your best this year, whether you're cheering from the Brooks Center or from your living room with your favorite jerseys, hats, collectibles, and Husky-branded gear from the Shields Fan Shop. Visit us at your local Shields or shields.com, and let's cheer on the Huskies. Shields, proud partner of Husky Athletics and hockey fans everywhere.
When you need someone to listen,
It's fall, and that means teenagers are on the road commuting to and from school. Sure, fiddling around with your radio or phone picking the next song is distracting and dangerous, but the number one cause of teenage accidents in the United States is texting and driving. In fact, recent studies found that 1 out of every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving, and cell phone use is highest among young drivers aged 16 to 24, putting them at an all-time risk. 3,500 teens die each year from texting and driving. That's 11 teens each day. Parents, talk to your children and most of all, lead by example. They're listening and watching you. It's simple, really. Don't drive intoxicated. Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw & Bryant. I hope you're never injured in an accident, but if you are, don't sign anything until you've talked to us.
Find Bradshaw & Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Great apps and 27 taps. That's what you'll find at the Green Mill St. Cloud. Come on down to the mill and enjoy happy hour Sunday through Thursday from 3 to 6 with $1 off all taps and specials on rail drinks and wine. Plus, save $2 on select appetizers, Millhouse nachos, Ellsworth cheese curd, and $8.99 personal 2-topping pizza. Always a great place to watch the game. Pizza, pasta, beer, and wings. Great apps and 27 taps. Come on down to the mill.
So good, so many ways. Green Mill.
Roto-Rooter is the original sewer and drain cleaning company. Our founder invented the first electric drain cleaning machine in 1935. Not all rooter companies are the same. Roto-Rooter is the best choice for plumbing, drain cleaning, and pipe repairs. When water isn't going down the drain like it's supposed to, call the experts at Roto-Rooter at 1-800-GET-ROTO.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Loftus Ingram shot scores! Adam Ingram! It has been a while coming for Adam Ingram, his first goal of the season, and that ties the game at 1. And that was a goal we were just talking about. Senior Adam Ingram getting that goal on Saturday night. Adam's always been one of my favorites here. Hard to believe that these guys are in their 4th year, and we had senior night, and then kind of nice. Despite it was the loss, Brett, it was nice to kind of have the skate with the Huskies after Saturday. We don't want it to be the last.
I'll tell you what,
game,
and I remember as a player, that's the worst after a loss.
Tough, yeah.
It's tough because those guys are hurting. They got to go out there and put a smile on, and sometimes it kind of helps you a little bit.
It could lift your spirits a little bit.
Sometimes it can lift your spirits because the fans, especially this year, I think this is a fun team to watch.
Right.
It's a fun team to coach, and I think the fans appreciate these guys. So I'm sure for a lot of them, it actually lifted them up a little bit.
And sometimes,
it can be hard to put that fake smile on after a tough loss. Sometimes
it could be, and it could put something in perspective as well. You come out there, and it might be a little kid that's wanted to meet one of the players their whole life, and this is their one chance, and they're just so excited. And as even a player, maybe after a loss, they just can't help but get a warm heart or something like that.
You're right, and it's because a lot of those really little kids, sometimes they don't care if you won or lost. They don't even really know. They just know you're a Husky, and they're excited to meet you, and that's kind of the purity of it all, and the fun part of it being a player and having the kids look up to you.
So North Dakota, and believe it or not, the last regular season series, and we talked about before, what? The people are scratching their head. They're going, well, wait, other teams have games the week after and so forth. It's we may have talked about this last week, but it's a product of there being only nine teams or not numbered.
And everyone complained about the schedule, how it was going to work out, and because to be honest, nobody wanted the draw that we got.
No,
unfortunately.
Right. And who was it last year? Arizona State, I think.
Yeah, was it them or it could have been? So whoever it was, nobody wanted this draw, but you make the best of it. And the fans probably don't know. Usually, you get a bye in the second half, and as hard as college hockey is, you usually need it. Like the guys need to recover. Mm-hmm. We've been doing the best we can. We've never given Mondays off. We've been doing that here the last few weeks to try to get the guys more time to rest, more time to recover. And make sure that we don't wear down to the point that we don't have enough energy to compete. So it's been a little challenging that way, but I think the guys have handled it really well. And again, my job as the coach is to really take an honest look at our level of play, right? And I'll go back to the Miami weekend. We got swept at home, but I will still argue that we played really good hockey that weekend.
Right.
There's been very few dips for us here in the second half. I think the guys have been playing really well consistently, and I think that's shown for the most part. And hopefully we've been handling that rest the right way. And hopefully, knock on wood, we don't get anybody nicked up. But the positive of having a bye before playoffs would be if we do, we'll have that extra week to get somebody healthy.
The only dips are in the broadcast booth.
No, I don't see many there.
No, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was there ever, and this would be tough because of the time of the schedule that it comes in, but was there ever any attempt to try and get an exhibition game or something, that last weekend? Or is it never a thought?
No, because
really at that
now
point?
You're
thinking of resting.
We're going to have to rest.
Yeah.
We're going to have to. As much as we don't really like it that much, we're going to take the positive side of it and say, hey, the good thing is for me is I don't mind it now. But when I looked at it, I thought, man, if we hit injuries in the middle of this 8-week thing without a bye, we could be in big trouble.
Yeah.
Fortunately, knock on wood, we got guys healthy. We got guys back. We kind of kept playing better every weekend, so you don't mind it. But looking at it originally, I was like, that could be dangerous. So it's worked out. I think we're going to have enough energy to go into North Dakota and play great this weekend. The guys will be fired up for it. And now getting that bye won't hurt us after.
The most negative part of that last week bye, not so much the rest you're going to get. That's a positive. It's the fact that you're going to have to sit home and you have no control over what's going on.
Nothing.
And, you don't have games that you can play to try and jockey around.
It's
going to
be weird,
home ice.
Especially, if we do as well as I hope we can up in North Dakota. We're going to be watching some series to see what happens and to see if we're playing at home or where we're ended up on the road.
What's the scouting report on North Dakota? They're leading the league. Denver is right there on their heels, and then you got Western Michigan behind them. I looked at their stats right now. They are very balanced. They don't have anybody over 30 points. That's what I was just going to tell you. So we've got Grosser and some of those guys up close to 40 points. Their leading scores are in the high 20s, but the 20s go back down to like 8, 9 in the roster. Right.
So they're extremely deep. They're extremely dangerous on every line. They've been getting phenomenal goaltending. I think I don't want to say surprise of the league, but a really good goalie coming out of the USHL that's really been very good for them. So you add in great goaltending with that type of depth. That's why they're first in the league right now. And we know we're going to have to go in and play our best hockey of the year to get some points. And that's what makes it fun.
Yes.
So I think the guys rise up to a challenge. Like I said, I liked our team the second half in tough environments. For the fans that went out or saw it, Arizona State was a tough environment. That place was rocking. And I thought the guys played well. Omaha was rocking and the guys played well. Denver was rocking and the guys played well. Like they've done well in those tough atmospheres on the road. So I'm excited to bring the team in there and play great.
Yeah, and the Ralph will be rocking.
It'll be rocking.
That's just what
it's a rivalry and it's a battle, and they're trying to win the league, right? And we're trying to get home ice. So that's big games for both teams.
On the TV here at the Green Mill over here is curling. Have you ever curled? The Duluth Curling Club up there?
Yep. I took a class in high school called Leisure Time Activities. That was one of my great. I got an A in that class, and one of the things we did was curling. So yeah.
Were you any good?
No.
You remember that? I'd have a hard time. I don't know if I could get down and do that where they kind of release it.
It's a big sport in Duluth. So the Duluth Curling Club is a big deal. I think a lot of the, at least in the past, a lot of the curlers in the Olympics are from Duluth or from that curling club. So you kind of grow up with it when you grow up there.
Yeah. So any sport on ice is good with me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Coach. Thank you. We'll see you.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming out.
We'll see you up coming up Friday, Saturday, 7:07 Friday. Saturday, 6:07, I'll be on the radio call with Dave Reichel, and that'll be on KNSI. Before we go, though, I already shook your hand, but that doesn't mean we haven't gone to commercial break yet. Tell me a little bit about Tanner and Jan. They're going to come up on the show here a little bit.
I think, obviously, the fans, we'll start with Tanner. They got a little peak at the beginning of the year and got really excited and could see how good he could be. Unfortunately, we lost him for that long stretch. But, boy, he's a difference maker. Just even as a freshman, he's a guy that can influence the game. Let's face it, we're down, I think, 1-0, but he makes a huge play to score that first go 2-0. We're down 2-0. Tanner makes a huge play to get us on the board Friday night and really started our rally. He's a guy that can change the game. His stick and his vision and puck skills are elite. Obviously, he's got size and can skate. He's just a difference maker for us already. Great kid, fits in here fantastically, and has been a big part of it. And Jan, I think, is just for the most part got better and better and better. And, he's gone through some ups and downs as any freshman goalie. I think people might forget about this season a little bit. We had 2 goalies that had one game of college hockey between them that came in, and they've been really good with that limited experience. I think they've gotten better and better. They've gone through ups. They've gone through downs. They've learned from it. I thought, Jan was ready to start in Arizona State. You can talk to him about the story. All of a sudden, he's not starting. We won't get into the real details of it. But I think he's continued to grow and mature and get better and better, and I'm excited to see what he can do down the stretch.
Okay, very good. Brett Larson, everybody. Brett Larson Show.
Thanks, everybody.
Stay tuned.
Thanks.
And this will be your last time on the show. So, because next week we're on the road.
We like to bring RJ Inga in after North Dakota
after North Dakota for the big ratings. The big ratings.
If we can get the ratings up.
So
Yeah.
So thanks, thank you for being on here and coming on.
Thanks,
and for
Jim. Thanks for everything you do, and thanks to the fans that come out. This is such a special group. There, it's honestly, I always say the people that come to this show, we appreciate it so much. The players appreciate it so much. And the thing I like is you show up, win or loss, and that means a lot to us. We're trying to win every game, as you know, and every game matters to us. But the fact that you come and support us even after the rough ones, that means a lot to this team and to this staff. So we appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Coach. We'll have more coming up. Again, Tanner Hendricks and Jan Shostak with us. So stay tuned. This is Huskies Hockey from Learfield.
Great apps and 27 taps. That's what you'll find at the Green Mill St. Cloud. Come on down to the mill and enjoy happy hour Sunday through Thursday from 3 to 6 with $1 off all taps and specials on rail drinks and wine. Plus, save $2 on select appetizers, Millhouse Nacho, Ellsworth Cheese Curd, and $8.99 personal 2-topping pizza. Always a great place to watch the game. Pizza, pasta, beer, and wings. Great apps and 27 taps. Come on down to the mill.
So good, so many ways. Green Mill.
When you need someone to listen.
It's fall, and that means teenagers are on the road commuting to and from school. Sure, fiddling around with your radio or phone picking the next song is distracting and dangerous, but the number one cause of teenage accidents in the United States is texting and driving. In fact, recent studies found that 1 out of every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving, and cell phone use is highest among young drivers aged 16 to 24, putting them at an all-time risk. 3,500 teens die each year from texting and driving. That's 11 teens each day. Parents, talk to your children and most of all, lead by example. They're listening and watching you. It's simple, really. Don't drive intoxicated. Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw & Bryant. I hope you're never injured in an accident, but if you are, don't sign anything until you've talked to us.
Find Bradshaw & Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw & Bryant.
Fuel your day with quality taste. Stop at Quick Trip. Bring home the flavor of the Quickery Bacon. Now just $2.99 for a 12-ounce pack. Enjoy crispy apple smoked goodness with your breakfast favorites or sizzling on top of a juicy burger packed with flavor. Make your taste buds and your wallet happy today. The Quickery Bacon. Now just $2.99 for a 12-ounce pack. Fuel up at your one-stop shop for snacks and meals that hit the spot. Only at Quick Trip.
Roto-Rooter is the original sewer and drain cleaning company. Our founder invented the first electric drain cleaning machine in 1935. Not all rooter companies are the same. Roto-Rooter is the best choice for plumbing, drain cleaning, and pipe repairs. When water isn't going down the drain like it's supposed to, call the experts at Roto-Rooter at 1-800-GET-ROTO.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Looking for a college that feels like home and opens doors? Welcome to St. Cloud State, where Huskies come from all walks of life to chase big dreams. From small-town Minnesota to across the globe, SCSU is a place where everyone belongs. Whether you're into esports, student orgs, or cheering at D1 hockey games, there's always something happening on campus. And the best part? It's affordable, so you can focus on your future, not your finances. Come see it for yourself. Schedule your campus tour at St. Cloud State University, the home of the Huskies. Let's go Huskies!
Back to Hendricks. Tanner Hendricks walks out
way.
and he scores! Tanner Hendricks, welcome back to the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center. And the freshman defenseman has made it 2-1. Yeah, pretty big goal there. Tanner Hendricks he just happens to be sitting here next to me along with Jan Shostak. Welcome back on the Brett Larson Show from the Green Mill. Jan, welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Let's hear it for Jan Shostak. Let's hear it for Tanner Hendricks, couple of freshmen making their Brett Larson show debut. You just heard the highlight there. What were you thinking on that? You kind of saw a seam and you kind of exploited it there, didn't you, young man?
Yeah, I don't know. Just got lucky, I guess. Just saw it play and I just took it. I don't know.
What is that move you call? Do they call it a Mohawk move where you kind of slide in, you kind of slide in, but you kind of bring your skates out a little bit and you kind of maneuver and shimmy your way out in front?
Yeah, Mohawk, 10-2, one of those.
10-2, that's 10-2. Kirill Kaprizov does that pretty well, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
He might be one of the best at it. Quinn Hughes does it as well. Do goalies do the Mohawk move, Jan?
Yeah, of course.
Of course they do. Of course they can. He's a great skating goalie, aren't you? All right. Well, Jan, of course, we're going to get into you. Let's start with you right now because I know you're probably a little nervous being your first time on the show. Coming from Minsk, Belarus, tell us about your hometown.
I don't know what you want to hear about my hometown.
Yeah.
But
big town?
No, it's small country, small town. It's like all different than here. Like it's all different, all places, all people, all different.
What your main language, is it Russian then?
Yeah,
Russian
my
is?
first language Russian.
Can you say something in Russian like say go Huskies?
Вперед, Husky.
All right, there we go. That works. Monica, you speak German with RJ Enga. Do you speak any Russian? No Russian. Anybody here speak Russian? Anybody? Okay. You guys played in juniors, right? 2 years in Lincoln.
Yep.
What was this guy like as being a goaltender? You were, of course, on the blue line playing defense. You had this guy in the back end.
Yeah, it wasn't bad for us. Definitely not a bad addition. Goal of the year, not bad. He's a great goalie.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
I bet you he's made some amazing saves this year.
Oh, absolutely.
I bet you made some amazing saves at that level too.
Oh, he kept us in so many games for sure. Yeah, he definitely is a difference maker out there for sure.
Tanner, having known Jan for a couple of years here, how would you describe his goaltending style? I'd describe it as exciting, sit at the edge of your seat, exciting when he's on his game.
I would agree. You never know what he's going to do. Flying poke track out of nowhere, stack the pads. You just never know what he's going to do. So,
Jan, I need to ask you, after the shutout against UMD, you took the net and you slammed it down. Where did you learn that move? Had you seen that somewhere else, or did that just come to you at that moment?
I don't know. I just I want to do this. I saw a couple times probably in Askarov, Russian goalie. He played in the Sharks. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And he did a couple times this, and just I like it. Yeah.
So when you're at home and you're in Belarus, do you watch the KHL then, the pro hockey out of Russia? Or what hockey do you watch? Is the NHL available there? What hockey do you watch, back home growing up?
I watched KHL,
yes.
Of course, and sometimes highlights, just NHL highlights. Sometimes I watch how goalie play in the European leagues, Finland, Sweden.
Yes. A lot of good hockey out there.
Yeah.
You probably knew of Kirill Kaprizov before we did, right? Do you remember watching him when you were young in the KHL?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty good player.
Yeah.
You want to be a goaltender against him, right?
Yeah. He's an amazing player, yeah.
Tanner, we need to discuss your season here. You got off to a nice season. I think you had points in 4 of your first 5 games or 5 of the first 6. And then you met up against your brother at Western Michigan. Kind of go through that play and what it was like and, what did your brother say to you after that? Kind of give us the whole inside of that because it was, in a word, it was bizarre.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I was going for the puck for a retrieval. I look around, and then he just, he's right there, hit me, and his skate somehow got right in my ankle, underneath my skate or, the side of it. I don't even know how it happened.
Right, it's very fluky.
Yeah, very freak accident for sure. But, we went out in the stands. My parents were there, so he apologized. He felt super bad. I didn't know what happened at the time.
No, it was boom, boom.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, it was scary because I couldn't put any pressure on my ankle, so it was weird, but... Yeah, I went up and saw him, and he was apologized. He felt really bad. He thought he was suspended for the next game, so it was pretty funny. So
he didn't, though. There was no supplemental discipline on that. Family on family harm. Usually you decide that at the family, not in the league office, right?
Exactly.
That's decided at the house, in the backyard, maybe later this summer.
Exactly.
Did he even know it was you that he hit? Because he kind of turned, didn't he? I mean, it was one of those things where, I don't know, I remember watching the play, and it seemed like I thought that maybe he didn't even know it was you, but, like, that even matters. He's got another, right, you got another colored jersey on.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter
exactly.
who you are. It could be your mother, and you're taking her down.
Yeah. I don't know if he knew it was me, but, it's another color jersey. He's not thinking about who he's hitting or whatever. He's just trying to get the puck. So.
It was. What was the rehab like for you, Tanner? I mean, that was pretty excruciating because it knocked, the sad part of it is it knocked you out of a chance to play in the World Juniors, which you'd have had a really good chance, and that would have been really fun. Sorry to bring up something like that, but what was the rehab like for you? Because I talked to you at you were getting close to the end of that, and you were just getting ready to come back when we were in Palm Springs. But what was that rehab like, missing the 20 games?
It was tough, but the trainer and my teammates made it really, really easier. Like, really helped me out, stuff like that. And it was just better every week, just more range of motion, jumping, running, stuff like that. It's just just the little things you just don't think is important, but you need them to have the ankle move and function well. So
how did it feel then getting out that first game at Arizona State? I know you were listed as the seventh defenseman. You played a lot more than your usual seventh defenseman that night. It must have felt pretty good early on. You said, Coach, I can go a full 14 or 15 minutes tonight. Is that how it felt at ASU?
Yeah, no, I was scared. I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. So, but no, then I got out there and I felt confident and I just excited to play again. Didn't feel real. So.
Awesome. Jan, let's talk about Arizona State, or do you don't want to? So Friday, you're going to be the starting goaltender coming off, a good weekend. Unfortunately, the loss to Miami, but you're coming out and playing well. In your last 5 starts, you were 3-2-0 with a ERA. I'm talking baseball, right? Any baseball fans, Colorful Ken? Goals against, barely over 2. You're going to start, and then all of a sudden you go, I don't feel very well. Yeah. That was pretty weird, wasn't it?
It was amazing Friday. It was good day.
Yes.
Good, pre-ice skates, good lunch, good nap, and coming in the rink and I feel not bad, not good, fine. I just fine. I'm going warm up, do all my goalie stuff, what I need to do, and going warm up on ice, and no. No,
you're not doing it. No. So it was right. So you were almost ready to go onto the ice to warm up, and you said, no, I got to head back to the locker room. I got to be closer to a certain thing that is made of porcelain, right? Yeah. Was it something you ate? Did you sneak down to Mexico and drink some of their water?
No, I made all food what team ate, and
what everybody else ate.
Nothing different. And,
just one of those bugs. And you guys are probably wondering what's going on too, because you know that Jan is going to be the starting goalie. And the funny thing is, Patrick's Berzin's Patty, he wasn't going to be the starter. So during the day, you guys are back napping. He's up at the pool, sitting around eating a tuna sandwich. I go up there and I see him. Oh, okay. Then I knew for sure then that Jan was starting. I kind of assumed that he would anyway. And then he's got to come out and play. And he played a heck of a weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. He played great. Yeah, he kept us in the game for sure. He had a lot of huge saves.
Yes. And Patrick's, what are your thoughts on him? Now you're from Belarus. He's from Latvia, kind of the same area of the world a little bit. What was it like to kind of get to know Patrick's Berzin's?
He's a good guy. He's good teammate, good friend, good goalie. I like this guy.
Yes.
Yeah. And we just
understand each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you? Do you understand his language? But he speaks Latvian. Is it similar to Russian?
No, it's not similar. But I know Belarusian language. It's a little bit similar. Latvian, Polish language. Yeah. I understand Latvian language.
Yeah, you almost have to when you have so many countries that are close. We don't understand that as much. Canada, English. Mexico, some with Spanish. I took 4 years of Spanish in high school, remember very little. But when you are in Europe and you've got a lot of countries around you that speak different languages, you're just exposed to other languages, aren't you? And it's easier to learn them. Isn't that right, Jan?
Yeah, but Patrick's little bit know Russian.
Yes.
He know main words, bad words.
Oh, he knows the bad words.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please don't share those with us tonight. This is a clean family show. Despite some of my jokes, this is a clean family show. So we're going to take a break. We're talking to Tanner Hendricks and Jan Shostak here, our player guest. Second to last show, believe it or not, here at the Brett Larson Show. Live from the Green Mill, this is Huskies Hockey from Learfield.
Roto-Rooter is the original sewer and drain cleaning company. Our founder invented the first electric drain cleaning machine in 1935. Not all Rooter companies are the same. Roto-Rooter is the best choice for plumbing, drain cleaning, and pipe repairs. When water isn't going down the drain like it's supposed to, call the experts at Roto-Rooter at 1-800-GET-ROTO.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Great apps and 27 taps. That's what you'll find at the Green Mill St. Cloud. Come on down to the mill and enjoy happy hour Sunday through Thursday from 3 to 6 with $1 off all taps and specials on rail drinks and wine. Plus, save $2 on select appetizers, Millhouse Nacho, Ellsworth Cheese Curd, and $8.99 personal 2-topping pizza. Always a great place to watch the game. Pizza, pasta, beer, and wings. Great apps and 27 taps. Come on down to the mill.
So good, so many ways. Green Mill.
At St. Cloud State University, athletics are more than just games. They're an essential part of the Husky experience. From D1 hockey games to championship-winning wrestling, volleyball, and more, there's Husky pride in every corner of campus. Whether you're on the field, in the stands, or cheering from the student section, you're a part of something big. And the best part? SCSU is close to home, affordable, and packed with community that's got your back, in class and on the court. Come see what it means to be a Husky. Schedule your campus tour today at St. Cloud State University, the home of the Huskies.
When you need someone to listen.
It's fall, and that means teenagers are on the road commuting to and from school. Sure, fiddling around with your radio or phone picking the next song is distracting and dangerous, but the number one cause of teenage accidents in the United States is texting and driving. In fact, recent studies found that 1 out of every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving, and cell phone use is highest among young drivers aged 16 to 24, putting them at an all-time risk. 3,500 teens die each year from texting and driving. That's 11 teens each day. Parents, talk to your children and most of all, lead by example. They're listening and watching you. It's simple, really. Don't drive intoxicated. Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw & Bryant. I hope you're never injured in an accident, but if you are, don't sign anything until you've talked to us.
Find Bradshaw & Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw & Bryant.
Fuel your day with quality taste. Stop at Quick Trip. Bring home the flavor of the Quickery Bacon. Now just $2.99 for a 12-ounce pack. Enjoy crispy applewood smoked goodness with your breakfast favorites. Or sizzling on top of a juicy burger, packed with flavor. Make your taste buds and your wallet happy today. The Quickery Bacon. Now just $2.99 for a 12-ounce pack. Fuel up at your one-stop shop for snacks and meals that hit the spot. Only at Quick Trip.
Green Mill, here we are, the Brett Larson Show, second to the last show. The program here tonight, Facebook Live, and then after the fact, YouTube, and then also on Spotify and Apple and all those other fun podcast platforms that you can find your favorite podcast on. And, in fact, we have a dignitary in the crowd. He's still here, Jason Bryan, who is our PA man. I don't know if anybody's ever met Jason Bryan. He's our public address announcer. Does an outstanding job. Jason, how many years have you been doing it now? This is his 4th year, so thanks, Jason, for coming here today. Had nothing better to do, obviously, so he came to the show. We really do appreciate that. Thank you. We are with Tanner Hendricks and Jan Shostak. Jan, what do you like to do other than playing hockey? What are some of the things you grew up doing? Did you play any other sports? No, hockey was it?
No, just only hockey. But my hobbies is like tennis.
Tennis?
Pickleball. Yeah.
Pickleball. You play pickleball?
Sometimes, yeah.
How good are you at pickleball?
Not really good.
Not really good?
I like play.
See, the funny thing is pickleball is seen as a sport for anybody over 50. It's almost like a requirement. You have to be over 50 or retired to play pickleball. It's good to see the young people.
Yeah.
Now, did you play? So did you play tennis too? And then you played tennis, and then do you like pickleball better than tennis?
No, I like more tennis.
You like tennis? Okay,
yeah.
Very good. How about you, Tanner? Ever play tennis? Or
I play both. Yeah,
you play
tennis.
both. Did you play tennis
awesome,
competitively, like in school or anywhere?
No, just for fun. Yeah.
How about pickleball? Have you gotten into the pickleball craze?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Jan are in a pickleball class here. So.
Oh, they have a pickleball class. So you guys play doubles? Do you guys team up?
Yeah, we team up and then go one-on-one every now and then.
How good is a goalie at pickleball? I mean, just think of the blocker and the hand-eye coordination for a goalie. That's got to come in handy, right, Jan?
Yeah.
Hand eye? You bet it. Yeah. What do you do before the game? What do you do? Do you do the ball against the wall? What do you do to focus before a game as you prepare? Other than the Arizona State game, there are other things you were doing other than preparing. What do you do to prepare for a game, Jan?
I mean, just like focusing more than like warm up my body. Yeah.
Yes.
Like I do like balls, yeah. Like some exercise with my like eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, and just like a couple secret exercise.
Okay.
Just like,
secret exercises.
Yeah,
These one we can't let you know. These are
from Lincoln Stars.
Yes, the Lincoln Stars secret. So they told you you can do these at Lincoln. What was it like playing at Lincoln? Did you like Lincoln? Do you like Nebraska?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it was nice city for junior hockey. Nice team, nice coaches.
You did pretty well down there. He was the goalie of the year. You guys won the Anderson Cup. You were in the conference finals. Anderson Cup, that means best record in the regular season, the USHL. Is that right, Tanner?
Yep.
Go back and tell me about your time at Lincoln and what that was like for you.
It was so fun. You know, I developed so much and met a lot of great people down there, and it was unreal. You know, so.
Now, you played. Now, Minnesota you're no stranger to Minnesota, are you? No. You grew up in California. Your parents now live in Florida, right? But California, Mission Viejo is listed as your hometown. But you played here with the Minnesota Rangers, right? 14U. So you came here to Minnesota as young as a 14 or a 13-year-old, Tanner. Is that right?
Yeah, I think I came here when I was like 11 or 12.
11, okay.
Yeah. Played for Woodbury Predators for a couple years.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And those are AAA teams, right? Those are the AAA teams, youth, the 14U, not so much on the high school side. But then you did play prep hockey at Shattuck St. Mary's. That's in Faribault, very prestigious hockey school, and other sports. And just academically, I know they do very well. What was your experience like at Shattuck St. Mary's?
I loved it. Yeah, I met a lot of great people down there, and school was tough. Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely. So it was a lot of hockey. You get all the ice you want whenever you want. It was awesome.
What were your thoughts on Minnesota weather, though? Having grown up in California, Mission Viejo, had you made a lot of trips in your hockey career up to that point? Is it something you had to get used to? And, of course, it made perfect sense then to come to Minnesota to play your collegiate hockey.
Yeah, when I lived in California, we obviously made a lot of trips up to Minnesota because that's where a lot of hockey is.
Yes.
So it definitely was a change, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
Jan, how does weather here in Minnesota compared to Minsk?
Cold.
It's cold?
Yeah. It's more freezing, more like windy.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you get much snow? Are there mountains near Minsk?
No mountains. No, but we have a lot of snow, but no mountains.
This is going to be really corny. Have you ever heard of the movie Rochelle, the exotic, was it exotic or erotic trip from Milan to Minsk? It's a Seinfeld bit. Probably nobody's getting it. It'll get edited out of the show. I'll tell you that. Have you heard about playing up at the Ralph Engelstad Arena, North Dakota? Have you heard about it?
No.
You haven't heard about it. Tanner, have you heard about it?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it?
Absolutely, yeah.
What have you heard about it?
It gets, a lot of fans. It gets a good atmosphere. So.
Do you like, Jan, when you're playing and there's a big crowd?
Yeah.
I'm not telling you about home games. I'm on the road and there's a hostile crowd. Like at Omaha, you didn't play at Arizona State, but at Omaha, when the visiting crowd is after you, because they probably yell a lot of things you probably don't even understand, right? The visiting crowd, they yell at the opposing goalie all the time.
I mean, no, I understand, of course, but just these guys behind me just don't know about this. They're thinking I don't understand. And
you do. So you do understand a lot of the English bad words then. You don't have to tell us which ones. That's good. Does that get you going then when you hear the fans? And so many times, the 2 times you defend, it's usually right in front of the student section in many rinks that have student sections, that have seating on the end there. Does that get you kind of fired up when you hear people trying to get under your skin and call you, various different names and things?
I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, when I play, I'm not here, like these guys behind me.
Yeah.
But sometimes, I'm like, hear a couple bad words
yes.
for my, address. But I don't care.
Have you taught any of the Huskies Russian? Have you taught them any Russian words?
No.
No? Are you getting along with Werner Mietinen? I said Vidi. He's from Finland.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just talking about the Finland
no,
Belarus.
we're not talking.
You don't talk to them,
no.
huh? No? The other thing I wanted to ask you is coming here to the United States and learning English. How much English did you know when you came? Because you basically came, you played what's the MHL? Is that the
Russian Junior League?
That's the Russian Junior League. So you came right here to Lincoln after that. How much English did you know when you came here to Lincoln? Now this is your third year here in the United States.
Zero. Yeah.
He's come along pretty well, hasn't he? Good job. How are your classes going then? Is that a big getting used to doing that and taking classes and learning English that way? That's got to help you learn, right?
Yeah, it's helped me.
Yes.
But sometimes it's difficult
yes.
for me. We have with Kenny anthropology class.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's so hard words for me. Sometimes it's so difficult.
Do you sometimes have to use a translator?
Every day.
Like an online or on your phone or something. That's pretty handy, isn't it? How about Tanner? Do you ever use a translator? I'm just joking, of course. Do you speak any other languages?
No.
You don't? Okay.
No.
What was it like? Because with you being drafted, did you, during the summer, you took place and took part in the development camp, obviously for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Did you also, or the development camp for the U.S. Juniors, you also took part in the development camp for the Columbus Blue Jackets, did you not?
Yeah.
What was that like, being involved in that, being a young player, and what kind of experience, what kind of things did you learn from that?
The development camp is awesome. You meet all these other players that just play in different places. Canadians. You got a bunch of Europeans there.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a great experience. Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, let's hear it for these guys. We're going to wrap it up. We're after 7 o'clock already, so this one very well making their debuts. Jan Shostak, Tanner Hendricks. We'll see you guys up at Grand Forks. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you so
Your
much.
first
Thank
trip. You've been to North Dakota though before. Haven't you? Is there North Dakota?
Fargo.
Fargo for the Fargo Force. You're going to slip right past Fargo and on your way to Grand Forks. Just one more show next week, everybody. Hope you can come out. It's the Brett Larson Show. This is from the Green Mill, and this is Huskies hockey from Learfield.
On the Huskies